Chicago Bears absolutely got the job done in the 2023 NFL Draft. I know that some of the draft grades, some of the haters out there are definitely saying they didn't get it done, but let's be real, they did. I'm really excited about what they did, and I think that when we look at this draft class and particularly the expectations that can come from it, I think there's going to be some good things. So that is exactly what we're going to talk about today in our expectations for the Chicago Bears 2023 NFL Draft class. And yes, it starts with that top 10 pick in Darnell Wright at tackle. Really, he's going to be a guy to me that is going to be a starter, whether it's at right tackle or left tackle, doesn't matter to me. Wherever he is best suited, put this man. I particularly think it's right tackle. I just have a feeling that he's going to be one of the best right tackles in the NFL, no cap. So I really feel like he's a guy that you've got to stick at right tackle and let him do his thing because he's an absolute dude and he gets it done for you. So I think that's where you start with Darnell Wright, is just seeing wherever he particularly fits and then going from there. And then, yes, in the second round, Gervin Dexter, I never got this name right, I apologize. But Dexter Sr. absolutely getting it done for, Florida last year. But for the Bears, I think he's going to get even more of it done. So I really like his size, his ability to really get after the pass rusher, but also be kind of a guy that can get it done in the running game as well. Definitely going to be an area of focus, but where does that fit in with the Bears? I think he's going to get anywhere from that 35 to 40 tackles in his rookie year, 6.5 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. I just have a really good feeling about this guy. I think from top to bottom, he's going to be able to really, hopefully, kind of bring this interior defensive line together for the Chicago Bears and really keep things rolling. Cornerback Tyreek Stevenson, yes, I'm excited about him as well. He's got good size. He's around that 6 foot, 200 pound range, excuse me. So I think he's got good size. I think he's going to be the final piece to this secondary. Absolutely no question in my mind. I'm predicting about 30 tackles and a couple of picks, as well as a 60.0 PFF coverage grade. I think he's, just like any corner, I predict a little bit of growing pains to start out with, but after that, I think he's going to be an absolute hand for the Bears secondary. As far as Zach Pickens, this dude is my steal of the draft, or at least he has been my guy that I've absolutely loved. I felt like he's one of the biggest sleepers. I think he's going to lead the team in pressures. Absolutely. He's not going to get, might not get a ton of tackles in the running game. Doesn't necessarily seem to be an area of focus for him, but I do think that Zach Pickens can just get after the passer. So I think he's going to get better in the running game as well. But for now, this year, in subcar packages, bring this guy in, let him get it done, because I think he's going to be the leader in pressures. You heard it here first. Running back Rashawn Johnson. You've already got so many other talented running backs on this roster, but I still think he's going to be a guy that gets an opportunity. He's a bigger back, and I think he's going to come in and can just continue to impress and do his thing. But I'm predicting anywhere from that 75 to 125 carry range, as well as that 400 to 550 range. I think at least 3 touchdowns. I think they might bring him in on those short yardage ish type situations because he's a bigger back. He's tougher to bring down, but I'm excited for what he's going to bring to this running back room as well. Wide receiver Tyler Scott, yeah, my boy. He's the absolute steal of the draft for the Bears that I had coming out. So I'm predicting, I know that they got Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, and DJ Moore. I absolutely understand all of that. But Tyler Scott, to me, is going to be a guy that when he gets his opportunity, watch out. He's going to be an absolute hand for him. I think in all facets, you got to be really excited about the former Bearcat because I feel like just from a speed perspective, how much better he's going to get as a route runner. He's going to do a lot of things for this offense in the future, and he's going to be a lot of fun. Also, by the way, you can't forget about Velus Jones Jr. That dude's an absolute stud. Linebacker Noah Sewell, I think he's going to start a little bit later on down in the season. I think it probably, that week 9, week 10 time frame, but I think he's going to finish with 75 tackles, a couple of picks, a couple of sacks, and a pick, excuse me. Overall, again, I do think it's going to take a little bit of time because you do have Terrell Edmonds and all those guys at linebacker for you for the Bears. So it's going to take a little bit, but Noah Sewell and Edmonds, I think they're going to do some big things for your defense and really be the men in the middle, and you love to see it. Cornerback Terrell Smith coming up, I believe out of Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. 20 tackles and an interception. I just feel like he's going to get a shot right away to do and show what he can do. I don't necessarily think that it's going to be a ton of work right away because, again, the secondary for the Bears actually isn't that bad. So, Terrell Smith might really only get a little bit of work on special teams, but still, I'm excited to see what he's going to do at least providing depth. Defensive tackle Travis Bell, practice squad. I know you tripled down on defensive tackle for a reason, but I really feel like he's a guy that, just for this year, potentially is going to be a guy in the practice squad that comes in, does his thing. Maybe next year we could see a guy that, after getting into an NFL strength program and going from there, I think he's going to be an absolute hand, or at least a really good backup player for the Bears. And then finally, Kendall Williamson, the DB, coming up, going to be a special teamer. Absolutely believe it. I feel like he's going to be a guy that starts out on the special teams, but I also think he could provide some quality depth for you, whether it's at safety or at corner, maybe even on the inside too, if you want to get a little bit interesting with it. So overall, this is a very interesting draft class. I feel like there's a lot of players here that you're excited about. You potentially have 4 or 5 starters, maybe even 6, including Sewell, if I'm good at math here, but 5, 6, or 7 starters with your first couple of picks there. So I'm really excited about the Bears draft class this year. There's a lot of things that they did to make this defense better and help out the offensive line with Darnell Wright too. So yes, this is going to get a lot better. I really feel like you got to be excited about the Chicago Bears 2023 NFL draft class. But let us know what you guys think. That is it. That is our expectations for the draft class for the Bears in 2023. Let us know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment. That liking and the comments, those really help out people finding the show. We thank you guys so much. We really do thank you guys. We can't say enough to you guys that have supported us thus far and can help us continue to keep going. But thank you guys so much. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about the expectations for the Chicago Bears 2023 NFL draft class.